Good afternoon, True Chakra Tarot Talk. Today we are going to be doing a reading, and the reason I chose to do this reading was because of what happened with Naya Rivera and then some of the other Glee co-stars. We know have passed two other ones. So today we're going to be doing a reading on the two other co-stars. So the first one we're going to be doing is Cory Monteith, as I believe how you pronounce it. His date of birth was May 11th of 1982, and he passed on July 13th of 2013. So that makes him a Taurus, so he is an earth sign. And he was a Canadian actor, singer, and musician, best known for the role as Finn Hudson on the series Glee. So he was born in Alberta, Canada, and he died in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and that is where he is also buried. So the cause of death was alcohol and a heroin overdose, and then his body was discovered at Fairmont Pacific Rim is what I believe it was named, the hotel, and he was found, I want to say, by hotel staff. So the years that he was active in the industry was between 2004 and 2013. So Monteith had a troubled adolescence involving substance abuse from 13. He left school at 16. His family planned an intervention at the age of 19. They sent him to drug rehabilitation, and he discussed this in interviews in 2011 with the magazine Parade. So mainly speaking of his teen years, though. On March 2013, he re-entered and sought treatment, though, for addiction. So he did relapse. On July 13th of 2013, again, he did die of alcohol and heroin overdose in the Vancouver hotel room. It was a toxic combination. So we're going to go ahead and try to pick up any energy around him or anything that he can tell us. So we want to thank him and his spirit guides for bringing him in. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and lay down. And the reason I'm laying down these waters again for how I did for Naya Rivera, I'm going to do it for Cory Monteith, and then I'm also going to do it for Mark Sailing, is I believe how you pronounce his last name. And the reason is because, of course, now there's been 3 cast members that have passed. People are starting to wonder if there is some type of thing going on with the cast itself, or the show itself is a better way to say it. Kind of like other movies where you hear they're kind of like once you play those roles or once you're on those sets, then it kind of carries a negative energy. So we're gonna put down some waters to break those energies, and then anything that we need to know that might have been going on that he wants us to know will come out. So we're also gonna use a tornado alley spray. It is an uncrossing spray. So if there is anything going on or being hidden within Hollywood that they knew about that was concerning to them, then that will let us know. And then we're also going to spray a good luck spray to get started. So that'll also help us to break that energy. Now we'll use the Palo Santo water at the end to kind of clear the negative energy. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the singing bowl just to get started, to clear out all any negative energy before we start. Okay, so that is going to be the singing bowl. Like I said, so we are going to ask for Cory Monteith and his spirit guides to come in to give us a clear picture as to what was going on the days, weeks, and months leading up to his passing. What had changed in his mindset, and why did he relapse around the time that he did? Is there anything that he wants us to know that he didn't tell? Or is there anything that maybe he feels will come out in the future concerning the other, like I said, I don't know, I don't really feel like all of them are related. Like I said, one was an overdose, one was, I believe it was a hanging. I think he hanged him, Mark Sailing hung himself. Yes, he was death by hanging. And then, obviously, Naya Rivera, was a drowning. So, we're just going to see kind of, just like I said, the energy around the 3 of these people. So, we're going to have Cory Monteith come in. And actually, I would actually, maybe if it's possible, if he can bring in Naya Rivera and Mark Sailing with him. And maybe if they have anything that they would like to add, they can. Like I said, with their spirit guides. But if not, then, we'll just bring in Cory. So we want to ask him what was going on the weeks, the days, and months leading up to his relapse. What was going on the day of his relapse and his passing, and how he feels now. We want to ask for Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Raphael to come in to protect us during this reading, and everybody else as well. Like I said, and then I also want to ask Source to come in to give us a clear picture as what really happened or was going on within Cory's mind before the alcohol and heroin overdose. So we're going to start with the weeks, days, and months leading up to it. So can you please show me how you felt, Cory, the days, weeks, and months leading up to you relapsing and wanting to get help, because you did reach out for help. So there was the Queen of Wands energy, and she is in reverse. So this is a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. It is a woman energy. You can feel it. And so he felt a bit defeated. I do know that he was engaged. I want to say to Leah Michelle, I don't know if they were engaged at the time of his death or not. But he could have just felt that maybe the relationship was going bad. So let's go ahead and see how he felt the day of his passing. How did you feel about the day of your passing? And that's too many. Maybe just one or two, please. Again, he is a Taurus, so that is not his sign. We'll be looking for any earth signs to come out. Maybe he can speak for us the day of his passing. Okay. He's not giving out less than 3, so we're going to take the 3. And he kind of has it turned sideways. So basically, he is saying by this person, the Queen of Wands being in reverse, kind of giving off this negative, harsh kind of energy, that he went into the King of Wands energy. So basically, he shut down and went into his own realm. And he decided not to let these 3 of Swords energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, he was going to come out of his broken-hearted energy. And I think that's why he went ahead and kind of relapsed. And he felt like the reason was because he kept trying to reminisce and bring back this happiness to a relationship, but I don't think it was coming back. So let's go ahead and see how he feels now. How do you feel now about what happened? He feels 4 of Wands, a solider foundation. So I think when he was here, I know that he started off very early in adolescence. I think he said around 13. He had left school. He was having problems, again, with Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. So there is quite a bit of fire here. He still hasn't shown up yet for his own sign. But he is saying where he is now that he has found more peace, more foundation. So let's see why the Queen of Swords is in reverse, or why the Queen of Wands is in reverse for the days, months, and leading up to it. Because of the Knight of Cups. So he's saying this person came in, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, in reverse, and that means that they were carrying a negative energy. So this woman coming in was kind of playing with his emotions again. That would be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Queen in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. So she was bringing in emotions, kind of playing with them. Why do you feel the King of Wands, the 3 of Swords in reverse, and the 6 of Cups the day you passed? There's quite a bit of feelings. So what did that lead to? Yeah, he feels like there was a woman energy, but I feel like this is the same woman. I don't really feel like this is a different woman. I feel like he feels that maybe in the recent past they weren't getting along so great. They finally started to get to a better place. But he was still kind of like, even though he was coming out of the heartbreak, it still kind of took control over him sometimes. Because he was a Taurus. He wasn't a King of Wands. So sometimes I think it put him into that impulsive energy, which was when he would relapse. So why do you feel the 4 of Wands where you are now? Can you tell us why you feel the 4 of Wands where you are now, please? Because of Temperance in reverse. So he's finally found a way to balance out Temperance. Now, I would say if it was upright, it would be more of a balance. But I do feel with the 4 of Wands upright above it, it is saying that he has found a way to balance it out finally. I think that was what he was trying to do the most. And I think he had a hard time doing that in this life. So he's learned to do that where he is, and that could be with the people who are around him helping him too. So why is the Knight of Cups in reverse here with the Queen of Wands in reverse? He is saying the days, weeks, and months leading up, he did take a leap of faith. This one's not so much a leap of faith, I feel like, when you're relapsing, but it's kind of like the full energy reverse. It's upright, it's taking a chance, taking a leap into something new, doing something brand new. You see all the zodiac that represents Aries. Again, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, which is not his sign. So I'm wondering if someone, whether he had a lot of fire in his chart or somebody that he was with had a lot of fire in his chart. But either way, I feel like he felt like there was no good beginning with this person. Like he wanted there to be, but their heartbreak was there. It was already, it seems like a lot of mind games were being played. So who is the Queen of Swords and why is she here? Who is the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Queen of Swords and why is she here? She plays in the dark and the light. She is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess represents Pisces, which is a water card. Like I said, now you have the dark and the light pillar, so the B and the J. So this is someone who is very, very intuitive, very attractive. As you can see, the outfit, she's got lace flowing upon her, floating above water. But at the same time, she can be very manipulative and very sneaky. So you don't want to stay in the energy too long. And whoever this Queen of Swords was, I think they did that to him a lot. I think they made him feel like things were going to get better, and then they would like flip it on him real quick. So let's go ahead and see why the Temperance is in reverse. Why is Temperance in reverse for how you feel now with the Four of Wands? That's too many, baby. Just one or two. Just one or two, please, Cory, for why Temperance is in reverse for how you feel now. All right, thank you. So you feel there's no victory. So basically this High Priestess right here made him feel like there was no new beginning and there was no new victory. With, again, more Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. Again, there's quite a bit of fire on the board. So rather, I'm feeling like the woman had a lot of fire in her chart, or she might be a fire sign. So let's go ahead and move forward, and we're going to get some clarification on the day that he passed. I am going to be using the Steampunk Tarot because under the circumstances of him passing. So again, I want to thank y'all for clicking on the video. I greatly appreciate it. I hope it is giving y'all some clarity. So I'm going to shuffle it 2 more times and we'll get some clarity on what these base board is going to go ahead and line out for us what happened with Cory Monteith the day that he overdosed and what led up to it possibly. I don't know if I did it a 3rd time. Don't remember, so I'll do it 1 more time just in case. So, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse here, so that is someone in a negative, harsh energy, very verbally abusive or physically abusive. So let's see why he is feeling that energy the days, weeks, and months leading up to his passing. Alright, so the reason he is feeling that way is because of the Queen of Pentacles. Now, we all have masculine and feminine energy because he is the Taurus. So this represents Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I think he was trying to... Now, I think he was giving into her feminine energy, and I think that's why it came out as a queen. Because I think she demanded to be treated like a queen, and so he tried to treat her like the earthly queen that he thought she was. If he was in a relationship, or maybe he did, I don't know. I do feel like it was a relationship thing, though, that really wreaked havoc on his mind. Why is the King of Wands here with the 3 of Swords in reverse and then the 6 of Cups? Okay, so the day that he went ahead and passed, he left because he felt he wanted victory. He felt that he was getting no victory with the 6 of Wands here. He felt that he was getting no victory with the situation that was going on. Because that's why he went into the King of Wands with the 3 of Swords in reverse and was wanting to reminisce in the past. So now you see him with the 6 of Wands. So he feels that he was victorious by making that decision, like kind of like when you do something to get back at somebody and then you feel a little bit better about it because you did it. So, and then he had to make 2 choices. Should I go do this or should I not do this? And that was whether should I go use or should I not use? And the reason he did is at this point is because of a Queen of Swords energy he felt that was playing with his mind, possibly. She's not reversed, but she's not positive feeling. Yeah, she's got brokenheartedness she brought in. She brought it, I wonder if she cheated. Or if he found out that maybe she was talking to somebody else, or if she was looking forward to something else. Because here she is with the binoculars staring, waiting for her ships to come in. You can see the ships in the background with the 3 of Wands. Like I said, again, it's a Steampunk Tarot by Barbara Moore, and then you see the heartbreak. So it's almost like that day he probably went to go ahead and binge a bit because he realized this person was probably not telling him the truth about his situation, and he was heartbroken. So that is how he unfortunately handled it at the time, because that was what he was used to doing to cope. So let's go ahead and see why the 4 of Wands is here. Why is the 4 of Wands here for how you feel now? Because of the Page of Pentacles. So this is going to be his sign. So where he is now, he feels like even though he has passed, he is in his, he is still, I don't remember exactly how old he was. Let's see, 82. So he's probably getting close to his 30s if he wasn't already in his 30s. But which I do think he was. So like I said, but this would be somebody between their early 20s to early 30s. So and it is an earth sign, which is what he was, a Taurus. So he is saying now that he is past, that he is feeling that he has a brand new opportunity within the earthly realm to start over, and that's why he feels temperance has been flipped around, because that is what he is trying to do. He is trying to rebuild for that. So let's go ahead and see why the Knight of Cups is in reverse. Because this person was wanting an equal give and take, and they felt that he didn't give an equal give and take. So that is why they treated him that way. And so that's why he was ready to kind of move forward from that energy at that moment. So why is Temperance in reverse? Because of the King of Swords. So now you have a pair. So this is the two. So this is kind of like, this led up to their argument. So you see the Queen of Swords coming in that day that he passed. And she was waiting, like I said, I don't know if she told him with action that she was doing something, but it broke his heart. He realized that she wasn't telling the truth with emotions. There was more an equal give and take that she felt he wasn't giving, because he is the earth sign. So that's the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And that there was no temperance within their relationship. So then he went into the King of Swords. So that's why he was upset. That's why he felt there was no temperance after he passed. Because he felt that she blamed it all on him. But he didn't feel it was all his fault. Let's see why the Fool is in reverse for the day that he passed. Or days leading up. He wanted more strength. So he wanted to get away from this individual to rebuild his strength and to start a new life. As you can see, it represents Leo. Again, more fire. So I would see maybe who was, I know it was an overdose, but there was a fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, or him, I guess, but I do feel like it's the other person. Who's the High Priestess and why is she here? She is here as the Knight of Swords in reverse. So the High Priestess is basically somebody, again, she plays in the dark and the light. She can be very helpful, very intuitive, very all those things. She represents Pisces, but when she's playing in the dark, she is basically the Knight of Swords in reverse. She is here to take off your head. So she plays mental games, so she will take your head. So I think that he got frustrated with this individual's energy, and that's when he kind of, not only did he feel they carried this energy, it's kind of when he figured, F it, I'm done with the whole situation that day. And then he ended up passing, in the hotel room from the overdose. So let's see why he feels the Six of Wands in reverse at this moment. No victory. Because he is saying the High Priestess is still here. And now she has been made to in reverse. So now she no longer plays in the light and the dark. She's changed what she's done because she knows she contributed over here to what happened. So now she's trying to act as if she did nothing. She is trying to act as if she had no, basically no role in his passing. But again, this is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, which is the spoiling of somebody's harvest. And he is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So he's saying whatever this woman energy in his life was, it could have been a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Like I said, but we do have a bit of air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and also Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But I do feel like she has one of those three signs very heavy in her chart, if not all three. So, but he is saying that he struggled very much mentally because of the way a situation was handled. Now, he could have handled it differently himself, but that is why he is saying it happened. So let's go ahead and get some cards. Let's get the angel answers. I want to ask him what happened that day again. How he felt the days, weeks, and months leading up, if it had anything to do with anybody. How he felt the day of and how he feels now. The weeks, days, and months leading up, how he feels now, how he feels in the future, or how he feels currently, how he felt the day he passed. Alright, so he gave out 3 cards, so we'll take those 3. He gave out ask for help from others, which he was doing. because he was looking for to try to get sober again. He was looking to try to re-enter the rehab, and he is saying listen to your intuition, and that's what he was doing. He was listening to his intuition, and he was trying to find helpful people that could help him get sober again because he had relapsed. So that is why those cards are there. So let's go ahead and get an Osho Zen Tarot, and then the universe has your back card for him. And again, we want to thank Cory and his spirit guides for coming in to give us a little bit of more clarity on what happened the day that he had passed, unfortunately, from the heroin and alcohol overdose. I want to get a few cards to see how he feels and what he wants people to know. All right. So what he wants people to know is there needs to be more understanding, even when people feel people are behaving in a rebel mode. And the reason why is because sometimes you don't know why, because here you can see he almost looks caged. So that's why he said there needs to be more understanding to why people do what they do and feel the way that they do, because here the rebel is chained by the feet, if you look at the feet. So it's kind of like they're acting out because they're not getting what they want. So he is saying that transformation is much needed with not only in our lives, but in the spiritual realm to move forward to where we want to move forward to. Let's go ahead and get a universe has your back card. Those will be, and then we'll do a couple of pendulum questions for him, and then that will be the reading for Cory Monteith. And again, I want to thank y'all for clicking on the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, if y'all have not yet subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it if y'all hit that subscribe bar and notification bell on y'all's way in or out. So that way, whenever I upload videos like this in the future, y'all will be notified right away. Or whenever I do lives like this in the future, you'll be able to ask questions in real time. And then I also offer specials, and all the information about the classes that I teach and private readings that I do are in my About section if you are interested. All right, so these are going to be the cards that he has given out. There are about 4. So I create mindful moments through the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles and natural. So that is what he is doing at this moment where he is. He is reminding himself, and he is helping others around him to remind that they are miracles. He is also saying, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. So when he focuses his light from where he is, then he can see the lens of love that we're not able to see on this side. When I think I've surrendered more. So I think that has something to do with the relapse, and then I am a spirit having a human experience, and I am here to get closer to love. So that is what he was here for. But I think that's what ended up being some of the problem. He didn't get as close to love as he would have liked. So we're going to ask him just a few questions real quick with the pendulum. So we're basically going to ask Cory if he is here with the spirit guides, and if he doesn't mind answering a few questions. So we're going to ask Cory again if he is here with his spirit guides, and if he can answer a few questions for us. So are you here, Cory? He's saying yes, he's here. Are you here with your other co-stars? Are you here with your other 2 co-stars? Naya and Mark. Are you here with Naya and Mark? Yes. They're all here together. Do you regret what happened that day, the decision that you made? Do you wish you would have made a different decision? Do you regret your decision? Did you think that you were going to pass from the items that you were using, that you were mixing? Or did you realize that you had taken too much? No. he didn't realize he had overdone it. So that's kind of what led to the overdose, because he probably forgot what he was taking. Are you at peace where you are now? Do you wish love and light to your cast members? Do you all wish love and light to your remaining cast members that are here within the 3D? That fell over. I don't know if y'all saw that. And then they're shaking it, yes. So all three of them just move stuff. Alright, so we're going to go ahead again and do the singable to knock out any negative energy, bring on the positive again, and then we're going to burn off a little bit of sage. So again, I want to thank y'all for joining me for this reading. Like I said, if y'all have not yet subscribed and y'all enjoyed the reading, I would greatly appreciate it if y'all would hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Alright, I want to thank you again, True Chakra Tarot Talk, for joining me for this reading for Cory Monteith. Again, his date of birth was May 11th, 1982. He was a Taurus, and he passed away from an overdose an overdose from alcohol and heroin on July 13th of 2013. He was a Canadian actor, singer, and musician, best known for his role as Finn Hudson on the TV series Glee. So again, I want to thank y'all for joining me. Like I said, I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and light off the stage. Alright, and then I will talk to y'all soon. And thank you again for joining me for this reading. I greatly appreciate it.